Hello, Esther. Esther, can you hear me? All right. So, Nikon, Agbeno heavy. That's right, my people. So, I'm also an Ever, by the way. And when I see Evers around, I become glad. Nikon, if you can hear me, if I've pronounced the name right, unmute yourself so that we can hear from you. What are you expecting? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello, we can hear you, sir.
All right. So, is Nikon around? If he's around, he should unmute himself so that we can hear him. If he's not around, I would want to take this opportunity to say a very big thank you to Mr. Abednego for putting this together. Mr. Abednego and his team, for putting this together for we the young ones. It's not these times people are focusing on themselves, both on the media and even in person. So it's actually a great opportunity to network. That is for me, to network and to make friends and to increase my connections as well. Yes, Mr. Abedingo, thank you very much for this webinar. Mohammed Mubarak, if you can hear me, what are you expecting for tonight? Kindly unmute yourself. Hello? Okay. Estancia. Hey, Esther, my nephew. Yes, Esther, if you can hear me, kindly unmute yourself, okay, so that we can hear from you. What are you expecting? The art of becoming. What are you expecting from this program? Hello? All right. So whilst we are waiting for Esther and Mubarak to, I believe we should share the link to our friends, both those on the platform and those that are not on the platform. I've done that just now, and I believe they will join soon. Yeah. So let's share the link to others so that they can also benefit from this um, program. All right. So yes, Peter Donting. Yes, sir, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining. So I am Asamoah Mordecai Kobna, and I'll be the moderator for today. I'm so sure. People, this is Engineer Peter Donting. He would be our first speaker for today, and it's a privilege to have him on board. Let's give him a round of reactions, please, if you are online. A round of reaction. Thank you. All right. So, Emanuela, if you are online and you can hear me clearly, kindly tell us what you are expecting from this webinar, the art of becoming. What are you expecting, Ella?
Yeah, thank you, Mordecai. So just like you said, I have been like following the speakers on LinkedIn, and I'm excited to learn from their experiences today. And that's what I'm expecting.
Oh, thank you very much. So likewise, I also expect that we all come together and then give a round of reactions for Ella. Thank you very much. Okay. So those of us that are here, I am Asamoah Mordecai Komna. I've said already, and I'm on LinkedIn with the same name. You can also show up or type your your LinkedIn handle in the section, the chat section, so that we can follow each other and connect with each other. All right. So for this session, I believe we are getting prepared 5 minutes to time. Let's make sure that we are all set so that we don't go on and off and we don't miss. All right. Okay. So Enoch, good day. If you can hear me, unmute yourself and tell us what you're expecting. Hello, Enoch. Enoch, can you hear me? Okay. Bernard Iedu. Bernard, good day.
Yes, good day.
Wow. So I believe you've heard from others and you've seen that they are all expecting one particular thing, that is to meet and connect and also learn from the experiences of the our high profile engineers. So what are you expecting?
Oh, okay. So one fascinating thing about this webinar for me is the discovering your purpose side, because when it comes to the subject of purpose, it's not something that is direct, like maybe 1 + 1 is 2. It's a complex something. So I'll be fortunate today to hear from our honorable speaker his take on it, and I believed I would adapt to my knowledge and for a successful outcome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is a good one. Thank you. All right. So we are all expecting but one. Before that, before we start, I would like William, kindly give us the last taking. What are you expecting so that we dive in? What are you expecting from this webinar? William Sprempe, if you can hear me. Hello. All right.
Yeah, hello, Mordecai. I think
Yeah.
I've spoken already. Maybe you might
Oh,
have.
we've spoken already. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you
That's
very
fine.
much. Thank you very much. Kweku Yanfol. Hello, Kweku. Kweku. All right. So if you can hear me, unmute yourself so that we can know what you are expecting. So Ella Emanuela Abeka is on LinkedIn. Please kindly follow her and connect with her. Yeah, Emanuela Abeka. She's on LinkedIn. Okay. Abake. Oh, okay. Thank you for the correction. All right. Thank you. All right. So without much ado, I believe my time is 4:58, 2 minutes more to time. And I would want to take this opportunity to let us all prepare in heart and in mind. Make sure you have enough data. Make sure you have enough bundle to stay in and then, make things right. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So I think it's time. And with everything, we need to start with a word of prayer. We need to invite God to take over. And with that, I would like Emanuela to do that for us. Ella, if you can hear me, the floor is yours.
Okay. And we are praying. Father, we are grateful for a time such as this. Thank you for this gathering to learn something. We pray that even as we hear from the speakers, that you will help us to understand and that you will help us that we will not forget whatever they tell us. Thank you again for being with us. In Jesus' name, I pray with thanksgiving. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Ella. Thank you. So for every organization and every program, there is a purpose for which it is organized, and there's a purpose for every meeting. And we would have to know the purpose of this meeting. And with that, with a round of reactions, please let's welcome Mr. Abednego to give us the purpose of the meeting.
All right, thank you very much, Mordecai. Please confirm for me if you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. So yes, thank you all for the nice emojis. Yeah, thank you very much. Once again, good evening to every one of you here, and I would want to welcome you all. And yes, thank you for being here this evening. You know, I genuinely believe that this is one of the events that you would look back and say, yes, that conversation changed something for me. So be present, be curious, okay? And when our speakers open the floor for questions, please and please again, do well to ask all the questions, because I believe that in life, there are people who show us the way, okay? There are people who would from experiences, they would share their experience with us so that we get to journey properly, okay, in the right direction. So please pay attention, stay tight with us, and jot down all your questions or your submissions that you'd want to make. And I believe that at the end of the day, everything will go as planned. Let's make the most of this evening session. Yes, enjoy the event. Thank you very much. Over to you, EMK.
All right, thank you very much. So let's give him another round of reactions. Yes, thank you. Oh, please, if I ask for a round of reactions, it doesn't pay for you to do it. Just, yes, thank you very much for doing that. Thank you. All right, so without much ado, I'd want to move forward to our first speaker for today, and is in the person of Engineer Peter Adonting. He's a manufacturing and engineering professional based in Edinburgh, Scotland, with over a decade of experience in industrial operations, plant engineering, and manufacturing leadership. Peter has built a distinguished career spanning from both the United Kingdom and Ghana, including work with the Foxes Burton's company, UK. And he's recognized as senior professional engineer through the Ghana Institution of Engineering, and has also pursued doctoral level research alongside connections with institutions like the Edinburgh Napier University. Beyond his technical career, Peter is well known in the Ghanaian Christian circle as a gospel musician. And he's the founder of Peter Adonting Ministries, notable for his gratitude concert and inspiring music projects. He beautifully combines industrial engineering expertise, academic achievements, and faith-based community leadership. So with a round of reactions, please, let's welcome Engineer Peter Adonting. All right.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, our dear Honorable MC. Really appreciate that. I want to use the opportunity to thank everybody for joining, and I really appreciate the opportunity to share my thoughts on the topic. When we talk about, I'll just go straight to the point so that I know I have 30 minutes, right?
Yes.
MC, am I right, please?
You have 20 minutes rather.
Fantastic. Okay,
Yes.
then I'll be more snappy and move straight to the topic. So, first and foremost, I really appreciate the theme. I mean, the art of becoming. It's really speak of essence, who we are as human beings. I mean, I keep saying that we are human beings, which implies that we are in a process of becoming. We are, when you hear the word being, it means that it's something in process of making. So interestingly, being a manufacturing engineer is just like a raw material being processed into a finished product. So it takes process. Number two, it takes time. So becoming doesn't happen just like boom, like a blast. No, it takes time, it takes process. And that's something we need to understand as we start this discussion, that for whatever kind of goal you want to achieve, it takes time. So sometimes we live in an age where things is quick. We have fast food, everything going fast, and sometimes we neglect the understanding of timing in our system of process. Speaking to my topic, discovering your purpose in life, I really love the topic. Number one, it's established the fact that when we say discover, it means that the thing is covered, is unknown, and it takes time for you to periodically come to the place of knowing. So the word discover is made up of two words, the prefix dis and cover, and mostly we live to appreciate the principle of we not knowing all things. So you happen to be a national service personnel today, but guess what? Tomorrow, the person turns out to be a manager, in one way or the other. So the person moved to the place of unknown to the place of known. When we talk about discovering of your purpose in life, we are talking about moving from a place of purpose. I mean, from point A to point B. And sometimes you might not know you're becoming. You might not know what you are in for. It's just like the guy who just went to secondary school and he just, thought that I'm just going through the system and, I'll also become whatever I have to become. But in one way or the other, we get to the place of we knowing when finally we take specific actions. So my first fact or statement I want to make is that when it comes to discovering of purpose, it doesn't come from the place of whatever will happen or whatever will happen. No, it takes action. You need to work it out. You need to come to the place of working it out. You need to come to the place of making decisions to discover it. You just don't discover things by just sleeping and thinking that it will just fall on you, but when you are good to go. No, it has to be action oriented. Now, talking about your purpose in life, we must also come to the place of understanding that in one way or the other, if I get to manufacture a chair, I become the best person to ask when it comes to finding the purpose of the chair, because I did it, because I knew why I made it 4 legs. I knew why I used that specific material, whether wood or plastic. I knew the how the stress concentrations in the 4 corners. I am very intentional in creating that chair. When it comes to finding your purpose in life, it's not a matter of you determining it by virtue of what you think and how you feel. It comes from the praise of the Creator. There is no one on this earth who created himself. In other words, nobody on this planet earth has or should ever consider himself to be worthless. So far as the Creator is concerned, everybody has a purpose. So far as the Creator is concerned, everybody is carrying an assignment. So far as the Creator is concerned, everybody has a reason for being on this planet earth. And guess what? Initially, as I started my discussion, I told you that time is involved in process. Now, you might not know the reason why God decided to bring you in Gen Z. You might not know why God decided for you to be born in the 1990s or the 2000s. You could have been, 1957 and joined the independence of Ghana. You could have been born during those times. But God has a reason for you coming for this time T. And that is why you should appreciate and find it very important to find your purpose. I won't waste your time because my time is limited. I would have taken you to pre-existence before you come to your self-conscious. The normal human being has his or her consciousness maybe at the age of 7 or let's say 5 or 3 years going. The idea is that when you were born, you weren't conscious of yourself. In fact, if you were to ask most of you who was the one who delivered you, some of you don't know because you weren't conscious of yourself. But at, let's say, from 3 years going, when you became very conscious, you should come to the place of discovering your purpose. once again, as I said, your creator gets to determine who or what you become, because your creator is the one who made you. And number one, he knew the specific time or generation he needed you to come to solve a problem, to fulfill a purpose. What is purpose? Purpose is that special assignment one is made to fulfill. Purpose is that special assignment one is made to fulfill. Because of my time, once again, as I said, I'll be just hitting on some key things so that we'll have some time in here. So, how do I know my purpose? Now, after telling you that your purpose can be known from the creator, as I said, you didn't create yourself. So your creator was the one who made you. Now, there's a need for you to understand why purpose. Because without purpose, we will miss our mark or we will abuse opportunities. Any place where purpose is missed, abuse is inevitable. Whenever a fork is supposed to be used for eating, and I use the fork to write, in fact, it's impossible for me to use the fork to write, because at the end of the day, the purpose for that fork is not what I'm using. One of the most dangerous things that one can ever do on this planet Earth is for you to live your life without purpose. You will be chasing a mess. In fact, you will be doing all that you've been doing. You'll be going in here and there, and you will miss the mark. So it's very important that the right tool is used for the right job. So it's very important that each and everyone under my voice should know why he is on this earth. If you don't, you will be just spending the 24 hours, just spending the 365 days, and all that you could boast of is celebrating each birthday. In fact, some of you can even plan your birthday ahead of time. Oh, this birthday, I need to do it this way. What is your purpose of which you are on this earth? Such that you are enjoying some kebab and some things at the expense of knowing who you are and in the name of celebrating your birthdays. So I just want to piss you off with the idea that by the end of this year, make sure you find your purpose. Don't live this life as if you are just moving in here and there. Some of you spend days and hours just spending it on phone, scrolling here and there over the reels, one reels after the other, forgetting that time is running whilst your purpose and your assignment is in the prison crying out that I want to be out. I want that gift to be known to my generation. I want that business idea inside of me. I want that book to be out there. Your purpose is inside of you crying, please let me out. Let me make it so snappy. How do I find my purpose? Number one, your purpose comes to you naturally. As I established earlier on, that God has given everybody a gift. Now, your gift is such that it comes to you naturally. It's something that you find at ease in doing. It comes to you such that you don't struggle to do it. It looks like when you are even asleep and we wake you up, that please do it. It becomes easy for you. And some of you, there are many ways God has granted that ability. Some of you from infancy, you started singing. Whenever you hear music played on the TV, then all of a sudden it looks like the world should stop for you. You will watch that thing, and from infancy you've been, doing those things. Some of you, some of the giftings or some of the abilities God has given to you is so unique. You don't struggle to do it. You do it at peace. It's something, it comes with you. Even if you are not prepared, you are able to do it. So one of the pointers of purpose is potential. And the potential is from number one, the place of things that comes to you naturally, things that comes to you at ease. Some of you, when it comes to leadership from infancy, I remember a story recently, a friend of mine was sharing with me among his kids he realized that the last daughter has some special leadership ability. Whenever the kids gather to play, that child will just begin to share roles that you will do this, you will do this. In fact, she is not the firstborn, but naturally, that's how the kid it looks like. That's how she operates. And some of you from infancy, you have that attraction for artistic stuff, Some of you have the eyes for details. Some of you have the eyes for fashion. You are so crazy. In fact, you will just be going to the kitchen and you saw this fashion being displayed on the TV, and all of a sudden you forgot that you are supposed to go to the kitchen, and you kept looking at the fashion stuff, and that seems to be your thing. It comes to you. It's a potential God has. It's a natural inbuilt something, and it comes with you, and you dare not waste it. Now let me be quick to chip in this before I forget this. Remember, discovery is progressive. If somebody can write it, discovery is progressive. Discovery is progressive. And when it comes to discovering your purpose, if you get to any good company, they have R&D, research and development department. What they do is that they keep researching. So when it comes to discovering your purpose, it's not a destination, it's a journey. It's not a destination. But today, you might have gotten it at this point T, where you become this. Let's say you become a mother. The next day you become a grandmother, just like that little girl who is under 18. She's just someone, not at the place of being a mother. But all of a sudden, that child or that little girl grow up. She grows up, she becomes a wife, she becomes a mother, then it goes on and on. Now you realize that in she discovering the woman cycle, she has moved from that adolescent, maybe that baby girl, to adolescent, to that young lady matured in her 40s, on and on and on. So discovery of purpose sometimes can be progressive. That's why I said earlier that sometimes today you might be a national person, national service personnel. Today you might become a manager, and sometimes over time, purpose is not career oriented. I'll be shooting some bullets here and there, so you allow me to shoot. Purpose is not necessarily career oriented, in the sense that I've come across business and professional medical doctors who don't find fulfillment in being doctors, or let me say in being medical doctor. However, their little way of being at church to serve the children's ministry, that becomes their purpose. Once again, we'll go there later. Back to what I'm addressing when it comes to potential. I told you, because of my time, I'll be shooting the bullets here and there. Now, potential, for some of you who are science students, you have the kinetic energy and you have the potential energy. The potential energy just expresses the ability. It gives you the ability for you to be able to achieve something. And for some of you, you have that potent, just like quote unquote, when we say that somebody is impotent, we mean that the person is not. You understand what I'm talking about? You see that in. So when it comes to potency, as in somebody being able to be potent when it comes to being able to do something, the potential has got to do with that ability, that gift, that talent God has given to you. And as I established earlier, the Creator has given each and everyone something. For some of you, is your beauty. And just as the book, the greatest book ever in the world, I mean the Bible, talks about the beauty of Esther being able to open door for her to enter the palace and tell the king that this and this and this and this. So please don't joke around with the things God have given to you. In fact, for me, I even think time itself is even another potential. So number one, you've established the fact that when it comes to knowing or discovering your purpose, you must come from the place of knowing your potential, how well you are able to use your potential. Now, there's another place for another pointer for purpose, of finding your purpose in life, and that is passion. Sometimes you are so passionate about certain things. Sometimes you are very passionate when it comes to specific things. For some of you, you have, so passionate about, let's say, the engineering. Some of you are so passionate about excellence, so you are very organized. We enter your room and you know where your comb is. You know where you've placed this. You are so organized. Whatever you do, like that excellence kind of thing, and that becomes a special thing with you. When we put such people to become administrators, they are so fantastic. We have people who are so passionate about music. They can find 110 reasons or ways to present a music in a different way. Whenever you see them, and sometimes when you see them, you wonder, what's wrong with them? Because at the end of the day, what some people are so passionate about, and those who are not passionate about it, you see them and you go like, these guys are crazy. If you ever come across any nerd who is so crazy about IT stuff, and the person is so mad thinking about this or that, and you look at the person and go like, what's so special about this? Because for you, that is not where you are passionate about. For you, that's not where you are looking at it. But when you come to the place of finding your purpose, that place become your niche. That place become your place of happiness. In fact, when you are at that place, the world gets off, all over you. For you, it's your world. Because of my time, I just I have 3 minutes. I will just hit on some few stuff, then I'm done. So in conclusion, if you want to find your purpose, number one, you need to talk to the creator, because the creator is the one who made you. Number two, your creator has placed in you certain things like creativity. He has placed in you certain gifts and talent. Guess what? Nobody have it all. There is no way somebody gets to have everything, that he is the person who have all things together. No, there's going to be a lack somewhere. And just because the creator is so wise that everybody has something to give, and that helps you to find your purpose. I'll just pause here and open up for questions. Thank you.
Wow. A round of reactions, please. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very, very much. This is so great. I don't even know what to say, because so there's a question in the chat section. I was coming to ask the same question. It says, I have so many ideas in my head. Today I'm a preacher, tomorrow I'm a content creator, and a whole lot. How do I link who I am and what to do to my purpose? So I, for one, growing up, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a pilot. I got to JHS, I changed. I want to be an engineer. I want to be like this. So this Samuel, if I'm right, oh, no name. He's asking, how will he kind of combine or link these things to find his purpose?
Thank you very much. So number one of the ways for you to link is fulfillment. There's a way when you are doing or fulfilling your purpose, you get that joy, inner joy and fulfillment. You come to the place of when even you are not paid, you feel that I've contributed my quota to the world. I've contributed my quota to society. So it comes with that inner joy, that fulfillment, that comes with it. Number two, when it comes to you also doing what you are in to do or finding your purpose with this discussion, as I said earlier, it's on four things. Number one, what you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what creates value. What you love, what you are good at, what the world needs, and what creates value. So with your question where you are coming in with, okay, I'm good at a lot of stuff, just as you said, you do this litmus test. Do you love it? Are you ready to do it even if you are not paid? Does it create value? Is it a need in the world? I think when you check on these litmus check on these things, it will give you, a proof for you to know that yes, I'm in for this or not. I hope I've been able to answer it.
I guess so. Then the second question also says, hello, sir. Please, I have a question for you. I have a friend who has been looking for a job for a long time. He's into HR, but hasn't gotten a job after national service. Someone is offering a cleaning job for him, of which he will be paid 3,000 Ghana cedis, but he's refusing to do it because he says that is not his nature to do the job. What can you do in a situation like this?
That's a very good question. So I said earlier that discovery is progressive. Sometimes we need to start from somewhere for us to finally get to our destination. Because at the end of the day, we are on a journey. So if I need to pick up Aboboya to get to the taxi station, I have to take the Aboboya to get to the taxi station. Then I pick the taxi, then I move on. The reason is it's better to be moving. I recently heard an interview where I think ex-president Kufuor was asked that despite the fact that he gets to sit in chairs in his, chair, why does he keep on appearing and appearing? And he said that when you stop moving, you begin to die. I think it makes sense. So you have to move at any cost. So if I'm waiting for the dream goal and it's not yet in, should I sit down and waste time? No, I have to move. And guess what? This cleaning job is not a job which is detrimental to society value. No, you are contributing something good. So I think you have to move at all costs to finally get to the place where you really want to be.
Wow. All right. Then Albert says, when it comes to purpose, is it choosing for someone? As in, can someone choose your purpose for you? For instance, your parents or some a pastor or something.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very good question. Unfortunately, it's part of my slides that I couldn't get there. Sometimes the people around us sometimes can see what we don't see. We have great people who have gotten to their place of success or their place of destination when it comes to destiny, which was as a result of people pushing them to that place. However, the issue has to be with you are not supposed to lead someone's life. You are not supposed to lead someone's purpose. You are not supposed to lead someone's dream. There are situations where parents want to pour out their dreams onto people, and that is not what we are talking about. We are talking about in this context. Are you, just as I said, do you love it? Are you good at it? Is it a need for the world? Are you creating value? So if any of these external factors come in and they said, I've observed this about you, and sometimes whatever they are saying is really true. You yourself, you can testify it within you that Charlie, this is true. I'm very good at it. Unfortunately, I didn't get enough time to address a lot of factors like enemies to discovering your purpose. You realize that doubt and fear, laziness, and all those things, they get to shatter us from going there. So, example, in this case, doubt and fear, where people will see externally what you are so fantastic in doing, but you yourself, you don't see it. So these are some of the things that we consider. So when it comes to such situation, whatever the external person is saying, you should have that personal conviction that yes, this is true. I can do this at ease. Just I find fulfillment in doing. Yes. So if what your parents and your tutor and your mentors are saying is true, and you yourself you are convinced that this is it, I think you have to go in for it. But except whatever they are doing, it's quote unquote manipulation. Manipulation.
Wow. Thank you very much. All right. So I've gotten a word for that. Wow. So, and one also says she spent 4 years studying accounting because her parents said it was the wise choice. Now she's a year into her first job and realizes her real passion is fashion design. Starting over feels like throwing away everything. And is it too late to begin again?
That's a very, very, very great question. If you've heard of Sander, he happens to be one of the old soldiers who came back, and after many years, he had this special recipe of cooking, and when it comes to the spices being used for us to look at your chicken or your meat. So this Harlan Sander, I mean, he was a soldier man. He had this chicken recipe, fried chicken recipe, and he was rejected several times where he felt like, Charlie, please, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Fantastic. Now, at the age of 80 years, that was when finally we all are seeing KFC. We are all celebrating KFC, and this dream came to pass at the latter part of his life when he has retired from the army and whatever. So the truth of the matter is you are not too late. In fact, the fact that you wake up early in the morning, the fact that you wake up every day implies that God hasn't given up on you. Because when the angel of death came around and he was counting out, those who are supposed to die, God said, spare this one because he has not finished assignment. And that's a proof for you that still there is time for you and you can't afford to miss it. So I just want to say, and let me chip in this one. It wasn't necessarily a wrong advice per se when your parents advise you to do accounting. The truth of the matter is sometimes all things work together for our good. You might be shocked that accounting might give you a business aspect of the fashion designing, passion you may have. So years later, you'll just be able to, should I say, massage the measurement in your head without writing it. And it's from the place of the accounting and from the place of certain things you've done, finally get to your place of this. Remember, it's a journey. So every part is sometimes important for us to finally get to where we are going. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Emmanuel also says, if my purpose is not career related, do I leave my career path and follow my passion or purpose, especially if my purpose doesn't generate much income?
Wow, I love this. So, before I go to this, let me make this announcement. By the year 2030, if you are not inclined on social media, I want to pray for mercy for you because we are living in an age and generation where everything is now dynamic. If from 2019, if you were just having excuses, we will understand. But after the COVID, you've realized that when you're applying for a job, you see virtual, you see remote, because we are now moving from the old way of doing things, and it's now a global village. Now, the global village is such that it's a big market, and it's such that the little things, there's nothing like, oh, this can be ignored. Oh, this one is nothing. Oh, the little things can even sell out to become something big. So, when it comes to your purpose versus your career, there are ways where our career gets to generate money, whereas our purpose is not there out there. But trust me, any successful person, anybody who gets to be, so much out there has never or has always played by diversification. In other words, he's not having only one source of income. The person is having 3 or 2 or 4 more. So the person is such that he's able to get one from this side. He is able to get plantain from this side. He's able to get, a friend of mine will say, you get plantain from your garden and you get cassava from your farm. Your ability to use your career and to play around your purpose is really a great mastermind to make yourself relevant and impactful in your generation. As I said earlier, for all you know, your let me say your passion or your purpose might come with that ability to talk. People are now just hosting podcasts here and there, and they are now generating money more than their career as an engineer or as a, let's say, whatever he's doing. People are now just on the social media, content creator, just getting some views and getting some monetized, coming live, and they are making money more than their 8 to 4 or their 9 to 4 or 5. Please, are you with me? So we are coming to a generation where we are going to be very, very globally minded. You shouldn't limit yourself to your 8 to 5 or 8 to 4, whatever, your 8 hours you spend over there. You should open up. Open up. So as good as it is that you are in for the career, also develop yourself. In fact, for some people, they were able to develop themselves with the resources gained from their career to develop their purpose and finally establish themselves in their purpose. So you have to be, double-edged sword for you to achieve your purpose. You just don't have to be one-sided. I don't know if I've been able to answer it.
Yes, sir. So for the last one, a brother friend loves teaching. Every time he volunteers to train young people, he comes alive. But teaching pays little in this country, and everyone around him is chasing corporate titles. He is torn between impact and income. How does a person choose between what fulfills them and what feeds them?
I love the question so much. And I think it takes me back to what I'm talking about. Take it to the global market. You'll be shocked who will love to see you and love you more. Take it, just the teaching ability. That's why I said earlier that you see, we are living in this special world now, unlike the past. Because right now, everything seems to be out there. And you'll be shocked, age and a time will come. That's why I'm scared for those who go like, me, I'm an introvert, so me, I don't like social media. Me, I don't. The world is shifting to that place. So as good as it is that maybe the teaching is not, giving it enough money, there's a way he might coin a special topic, or he might be. And let me chip in this one. Purpose can be found in some bad experiences you've received in life. Example, some people went through some poverty experience, and they told themselves, I will never be poor. And hence, that became a channel for them to pursue a business or pursue a way of becoming resourceful or worthy. Now, for them to really achieve, let me say, that agenda we are just making mention of right now, for some people, you have the teaching, talent that we just made mention of. If you are able to coin a particular topic or a particular issue that you want to put it out there, monetize it, get out there on social media, you'll be shocked how the world is waiting for you. The market is waiting for you, and that becomes another source of income from you. So when you develop in discovering of purpose, development of skills is important, because God, just like the talent that was shared in the Bible, he said that when you gave me the talent, I went and used it. If you are not using that talent, your purpose can never be achieved. And remember, when it comes to you being successful or not successful, it depends on you. For God, He has given you that talent. He has given you that ability to teach. He has given you that fashion desire. But for you to get to the top, or to be among the, on the pyramid, top 5, it depends on you. It doesn't depend on God. Because for Him, He has given you what it takes. I don't know if I've been able to answer it.
Yes, sir. It's so clear. And the very last question, please, if you have any more questions, you can connect with him on LinkedIn, and then your questions will be answered, I believe. The last one, your hand is up. Samson, kindly unmute yourself and let's go. Hello. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, so you can ask your question.
Please, my question is, you see, it's a follow-up question to my question earlier that I'm so involved in so many things that I find passion in, okay? But then he said I should find the one that gives me the best passion, and then I'll channel my energy towards that. But here I am feeling that all the things I'm connected to, all the things I involve in, I feel passion for them, and then I think they all connect to something big. But then this also wastes my time. I don't get time to focus on one thing. I'm indisciplined. It's a whole lot. So how do you suggest I go about this? Just give me one step that I should take that it will change everything for me, please.
All right. Thank you. So this is a power of focus, where you get to, first and foremost, I would like to say you need to list each one of them out. Now, when you list these gifts or talents, or as you said, the many stuff out, you will find out that among them, just as I said earlier, there's one that seems to be okay with you. Now, for you to appreciate the fact that, okay, this is what comes in so easily, as I made mention earlier, it comes in so easily, it's a need, and it's also in for solving a problem in the society. You need to focus on one. Now, in your focusing of one, I've given you the litmus test, as I mentioned earlier. there's also a place for you to also appreciate your environment. Appreciate your environment. Appreciate your environment. Your environment, in one way or the other, creates room for your selection process, because we, as human as we are, nobody chose Ghana when it comes to destiny fulfillment. You were born to Ghana so far as you were concerned. In fact, if God was to ask some of you where you should be born, you may have choose someplace beyond Ghana. But you find yourself in Ghana, and it's Ghana for a purpose. So your location is very important, despite the fact that you also have all these talents in place. Now, when you check your location, you are able to work within it to create that space or niche for yourself. So you need to appreciate that thing. So focus on one of them. And as I said, I gave you the litmus test, but the another one I'm adding is your location. What is important to my location? And out of that, you can also work it. I think there are also more questions I would like to engage you on when it comes to you saying you have many, let me say, talents. You see, when you have many gifts, sometimes some of the gifts, they connect to one another. Some doesn't connect to one another, but there's a need for us to have, you can link up later so that in counseling, we will know that, okay, this gift is not necessarily the upper one, this and this and this, then out of it, we will be able to sort it out.
All right. Thank you very much, Engineer. Ed, we would like you to drop your LinkedIn handle so that we can connect with you and then be able to contact you when we are in need.
So my LinkedIn is Peter Dontin, and you have SPE-GHIE on LinkedIn. Yeah.
All right.
I think Emmanuel can share it with you too.
Okay. All right. Thank you very, very much for this insightful session. And please, if you have any more questions, you can still type them in the chat section so that we can answer them for you. All right. So with this, any more questions? A round of reactions, please. A round of reactions. Yes. Thank you very much for joining. If there are no more questions, and without much ado, please, is your question answered? So the LinkedIn handle has been shared. I think the link has been shared in the chat section. You'd connect with him, and then you have, personal questions you can ask him right there. Okay. So with this, we would want to say a very big thank you to you, Engineer, for having time with us. You've really taught us a lot, even though it's really a short time. Personally, I've learned. I'm also just like this guy who has a lot of gifts. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do. Growing up, I wanted to be a doctor. At a point in time, class 5, I wanted to be a pilot. At the point I came to SHS, I wanted to be like this. I want to be like that. All of a sudden, the whole thing changed. Now I'm in my 3rd year offering electrical engineering. Even at this point, it's a little shaky. I'm not so certain. This world, it depends on how I am connected to my colleagues, the people I surround myself with, I think. So it's really an insightful section, and I want to say a very big thank you for availing your time and your space. We want to say thank you very much. Please, Enoch, if you have any question, you can ask so that we go.
No questions. No questions. We'll sit on it.
All right. So
let me chip in this one too. I think one of the things we also have to look at is personal retreat. Personal retreat and self-reflection is very important when it comes to we coming to the place of knowing our purpose. Most of us, we are just distracted with a lot of things, and focus seems to be one of the weapons. When you sometimes get rid of the noise, take your book or your pen or whatever, get some quiet place, sit down, take an account of your life. You can take it, your financial, your spiritual, your physical, your health, your network. Remember, your network determines your net worth. So you also check. Remember, if you have 3 friends and they are all fools, you get to be the 4th one. So you take account, you take personal retreats, sit down, check your life so well. because we are always on the run. We just go to work, we come back on the move, and before you could know, you are 30 years. Before you could say, Jack, you are 35, then you have done nothing. But that's why personally I think birthdays should be celebrated according to and not according from. Before you think of a party, ask yourself, these many years, what have I been contributing to my generation? What am I doing? And some of these reflective questions gets you thinking, and it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call.
Right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your that is your final words, I get. Thank you very much.
No,
If you
not
have any
yet.
final words, you can.
Okay. So with my final words, what I would say is the world is counting on us. You are not an accident. So far as God is concerned, you are brought into 2026 for a purpose. And that purpose has to be fulfilled. It can't be only fulfilled by you. However, you need to make the right choices. You need to pay attention. Don't be distracted with these stuff going on here and there. There should be no way you be in your room and a friend will call you as if you have nothing doing. Let's go and do this. No. You plan your day. If you have gone further, we've been touching a lot of things, talking about your influence, your people around you, your pain, your passion, your gifts, your calling. All these things are ways for you to understand that each day in and day out, your purpose is calling out for you to work. So you need to wake up. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. Don't waste the days. You need to wake up. When you travel and you come across people having different mindset, interestingly, Ghana, maybe from 18 years, that's when you get to drive. Other country is 16 years. It tells you what people are, systems they are putting in place. So I want to urge you, your purpose seems to be locked inside of you, crying out for manifestation. Give room for it. Give room for it. One of the ways for you to manifest is service. Be ready to serve, just like what our dear Mordecai is doing. Years later, if I hear is in the media guru, making some presentation in some of these TV stations, I wouldn't be surprised. But he's servicing now. So whatever gift, how small it is, keep it to use. Keep showing up, keep moving. Don't settle down. And surely we'll get there. God bless you.
God bless you too, sir. Thank you very much, Engineer Peter Adonting. It was a pleasure having you on this platform. A round of reactions, please. A round of reactions. Thank you very, very much for your questions, for your participation. Well, as we are still giving out reactions, I would want to remind us that there's a conference on the way, which we will be having. Negos Hub has actually organized a very nice and, yes, so this is one of them. This is one of the dresses or the t-shirts we'll be wearing to the conference. It is termed the 360 Conference, that is 2026, and it's themed An Inclusive Future Forged by Resilience and Built by Innovation and Shaped by All. And we're going to look at the focus areas, which is the career development, personal development, leadership, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy. We have a whole lot of gurus, social media gurus on, and I have seen Edna Frempong and some others. Oh my God, they are all on this platform, and it's at a fee. So kindly, please share the link with them in the section so that they can, if it's possible, would register. So for NHub members or partners, you have 250 cedis and regular is 300 Ghana cedis. This is not much. So please, let's do all to join. Very soon, we'll be having this in July. Yes, and it will be an insightful opportunity for all of us to connect with such great people on the media. All right. So moving forward, I would want to introduce one person I am a favorite fan of. Probably she might not know me, but it's all fine, and it's a way of connecting. She's in the person of Edna Frempong, and she's popularly known as the Shoemaker Girl, and she's a trailblazing entrepreneur transforming the shoemaking industry. She actually transforms these leather into shoes. With 8 years of experience in social work through SSEP, She's a skilled craftswoman and passionate social advocate. Her achievements include authoring the motivational book, The Shoemaker Girl, co-founding Ahofade, a fashion brand showcasing Ghanaian craftsmanship, recognized as one of Ghana's 40 under 40 awardees in shoemaking. And she's named the youngest iconic female shoemaker by the West Lion Co. Received the Ghana Grow Young Innovators Award 2024 from MasterCard Foundation and Springboard Roadshow Foundation. She's also listed among the West Lion Co's 35 under 35 promising female entrepreneurs. She's also Ghana's LinkedIn top voices, that is Favicon, empowering the next generation. Edna has recently trained workmen in shoemaking, equipping them with skills to change the narrative and forge their own path. And her mission remains steadfast, providing 1,000 pairs of shoes through her Shoes for the Shoeless campaign, mostly on Instagram and other socials. With every stage, Edna inspires and empowers others to rewrite their stories. She also has updates and programs and even books on her website on ednafrimpong.com. All right, so without much ado, let's welcome Edna Frimpong with a round of reactions, please.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you so much for the warm introduction. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Clifford. Thank you, Agatha. Great to see all of you. Thank you, Abeta. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Sharif. Once again, I'm honored and humbled to be here again. It's been such a long time, yeah. And good to also hear from Engineer Adonten. Yeah, it's always a pleasure hearing him speak. And I believe that we don't just come here every month and just go. There should be something happening inside you. You might not see it physical, but every month you come here, you meet here, different topics, different speakers. There's something happening inside you called transformation. And make sure that you are actually being transformed by everything that's happening here. Every month, don't join every month and listen and just go and sleep. Let the words transform you. Because of course, inspiration also matters. Inspiration helps people read the Bible. So sometimes you also need a little bit of inspiration. And that's what Migos Hub is doing. And so please and please, make sure these words that comes every Saturday and every month transformed your life. And I was blessed by what happened this afternoon, or just this now, about the purpose. Because sometimes it can be difficult when some people don't even discover their purpose until they are no more. Yes, people are living and they are not living what they are meant to do, but they're still living. And I pray that God give us the grace for us to be able to identify, know our time on earth early. Jesus knew his early. And so by the age of 12, he was preaching. He got baptized, and then God hid him again. We heard about Jesus at the age of 30 years before we heard about him again doing his ministry. And he only had 33 years, just 3 years, to perform his duty. And then that was it. So, oh man, he came back 12 years, we didn't hear of him again until he was 30 years. Then his ministry started. And then within 3 years, that was it. He was done. And so Miles will say that make sure you die empty. Yes. Everything, all the skills, the gifting that you have, make sure you explore all. I asked a lot of questions on that. You have a lot of things to do. Yes. Relax and take them one by one. But make sure you explore everything. Don't leave everything inside of you. Don't take them to the grave. Make sure you explore. If you can sing, sing. If you can dance, dance. You only have one life to live. Make sure you live it well. Explore it all. So that your maker will be happy that indeed you explored everything that he imbibed in you. Because mind you, potential only remains inside you until they are tapped. If they are not tapped, they are still potential. If I say Abednego is good at writing and he hasn't done anything about it, it's just potential until it is out. It's nothing. It's worthless. And so please make sure you explore everything that you have inside you. Die empty. Die empty. And tonight, my topic is very simple. Once you have identified who you are, your purpose, I'm here to guide you on how you can build system to support your becoming. You want to become the greatest author. You want to become, you want to have a first-class world brand like Vuzi. You want to have that solid brand that when they call your name, yes, everyone will be shaking. You want to build a very good career for yourself. You want to have a very good social life. Have a good academic credentials. Get a scholarship. Go here, blah, blah, blah. You want to become who you want to become. And by now you should know at least a snippet of what you want to become or where you are going. And when you are able to get to know where you are going, you should have a system that supports your becoming, support the shoemaker girl, support the book, the author you want to become. There should be something that supports you. Because, and let me tell you one thing. You can take this from me. Every year, try and do something that scares you. One thing that ordinarily you will not do, that is linked to what you are, something that you like or your purpose. Maybe you want to write a book, you write it. Of course, if you fail forward, nobody, who failure, it's simple. Nobody will kill you. If you win, you win. If it's about creating content, you do it. Write something that we are still in June, in May, June. We still have some quarter to go. The year hasn't ended yet. But God can do a lot of things, even within the few months left, 6 months or 5 months left. He can do it. But before God can do that miracle, there should be something you are doing that God will channel through that. Most of the times we wait before December, before we start planning the year. You don't do that. I enter the new year before I enter a new year, I'm already living the new year. So I don't wait. So by December, I have applied for anything I want to apply because by those time, all the admissions are closing. Every companies are closing. So from September, October, November, you have applied, you have planned the year ahead. So before you enter January, you're already expecting the emails to be flowing because you've already planned your life at the end of the year. That's how you should live a life, so that it makes your life so intentional or purposeful. Yeah, so back to my topic, and I hope someone will take this pinch of advice and write down something they want to achieve every year. It looks scary, but you can do it. Some of you want to, it can be the writing of the book. Some of you, you want to launch something. Some of you want to get a scholarship. Write it and start towards it. And so, yeah, many people are praying for change. We are praying for the opportunities. We are praying for a better life. But the truth is, the life we desire is often built through habit. The opportunities you are looking for, the life you want to live, it won't come to you like that. It is often built through habit, routines, and discipline, and sometimes structures. If not, it will be difficult. So tonight, I want us to reflect on what it truly means to become, to grow, so that when I see you, I'll be like, okay, this person has grown. So if you have really followed me in time past on my journey on LinkedIn, up to now, you can tell, oh, this lady has grown. And every year, she keeps growing. She has actually grown, she's becoming, and she's still becoming, because we haven't ended yet. There's more. Today you see a book, tomorrow you see Shiva Shulas, tomorrow you see a Hofade, tomorrow you see public speaking, tomorrow you're going to see something else. So this girl is not retiring. Yes, you have to become, you have to grow, you have to grow. And becoming is a process of growing into the person you were created to be. Becoming is a process of growing into the person you were created to be. The purpose you want to be, you become. The thing that you want to become, that's the purpose, right? It is a journey, like engineer said. Because it's a journey, you need to build or grow to become. And that is growth. It is transformation. It is called transformation. You're becoming, you're growing. It's called transformation. And when you are growing, when you're becoming, every part of your life has to also grow or become. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. So there are 5 areas. 6 areas I normally use to guide or to use as a yardstick for my growth. We have your mental, first of all, spiritual, your mental transformation, your health, my finances, and relationship. 5. These 5 things. And even your 6 purpose. These 5 things, before the year ends, I use this to gauge my life to see I am growing or not. Where I have grown, I take and improve. Where I haven't grown, I work on that. Okay, this year I will improve. And so when you are growing, every part of your life has to grow, because all these things will form or help you to become the lawyer you want to become, the doctor you want to become, the creator you want to become, or the author you want to become. And let me tell you, nobody accidentally becomes great. Trust me, nobody fall into greatness. Get it? Even those who fall into it, see, they go back. If you've really studied on social media, people fall into fame early through maybe something, boom, and then they are hit. See what happened? They go back to square zero because they didn't build to get there. Nobody. Please, I'm coming.
All right. So a round of reactions, please, if you are hearing a round of reactions. Yes. So let me use this to, I'm still talking about the 360 conference, which is happening live this year, 2026, that is July. And it is not free, it is actually paid, and it's 250 for early bird. I believe the early bird is slashed out, and the NHub members or partners are paying 250, and then regular is 300. It is happening live at the Western Serene Atlantic Hotel, that is Takrady, 10 a.m. prompt. We are all supposed to be there. It is a life-changing opportunity for almost all of us. I'm going to be there, Mr. Abednego is going to be there, Edna Pimpong is going to be there, a whole lot of people are going to be there, engineers are going to be there. It is your opportunity to connect with people. It is your opportunity to make friends, good friends with, you see, yes. So we are empowering young people for a thriving future. That is what NHub is about. And that is 3 of the t-shirts we are going to represent NHub with. The 360 conference is happening live. So choose one. It's just 65 cedis. It normally should have been 75, but it's 65 cedis now. That is the navy blue, the blue, and then the yellow.
Please, I'm here.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
So over to you, Edna.
So thank you very much. Behind every successful person, like I said, nobody accidentally becomes great. And behind every successful person is a system that supports their growth. You can check, you can ask anybody you know how they became great or how they have built certain type of life for themselves. There was a system, something that support their growing. Ask anybody who passed, get a valedictorian, did so well, first class. There was a reason for that. And unfortunately, many people still feel stuck today, not because they lack potential, but because they lack structure. Example, most of us lack structure. We lack system. We lack support. You see the great ideas. We see this, that. But when you ask the person, so what are you doing to get there? No. Some of you want to become, you want to have a lot of money. You want to get money, but there's no structure or support in helping you become that financially stable or guru in your becoming. And so people have dreams, but there's no discipline. Some have vision, but no consistency. Some have goals, but no system protecting those goals. And that's, I always say that motivation alone is not enough. Sometimes it will fade. But when motivation is failing, what keeps you going is the systems you have built. So when you know that, one thing I normally do is to pray every day before I sleep, no matter what the time. I have a specific time, and I've done that for years. So days that I want to sleep early, but the time for prayer is not up, I feel so guilty to even sleep. So I'll tell myself, oh, today I'll sleep early. And then later on, I'm like, but you said you sleep early today, but you're still not asleep. It's not that my system has built that, so I cannot even sleep. I feel like even when I'm going to sleep, I feel guilty that, no, I have to do my prayers because I have built that system for my spiritual life. Because you have to take it serious. So it is about, if you check that your spiritual life is not good, you better set up. If it's about reading the Bible, you read your Bible daily. It's about praying, you pray. It's about finding a church to attend, you find a church to attend. Those are things that will help you build your spiritual life. And all these things helps you in becoming whatever you want to become. Because you cannot take God out of the system, of the equation. And so motivation may inspire you for a day, but system will sustain you for a lifetime. So what exactly is structure or system that is helping building you to become whoever you want to become? So a system is a consistent structure or a process that supports the kind of life you are trying to build. So, for example, you want to start reading, contribute to conversations, becoming a very good person who knows what is happening around the world. So you build a habit of reading newspapers, articles, so that you're able to contribute to, when you read these things, it broadens your horizon. And so reading habit is a system. You want to write a book, but you don't know the kind of books we have. Books that you should be able to read a lot of books by other authors and know how they all wrote their books. And so a reading habit is a system. Like I said, you want to have a financially robust life, but you have not budget your finances. Budgeting your finances is a system. Having a proper knowing how to use this money, do this with the money, there are systems that helps you not to spend your money anyhow. Planning your day is a system. Yes, you don't just wake up and just okay, Juma. No, even at work, you know what to do. You live an organized life. Oh, when I wake up, I know I'm doing this today. I'm going here. I'm going here. Like you don't have to just live in life anyhow. If you do life anyhow, life will treat you anyhow. Your prayer and devotion are systems. You exercise regularly. It's a system. You said you are growing fat. You want to lose weight. What do? You exercise. So every day you know that you have to go to the gym or do walking. You have built a structure to work on your health. Even resting is a system you have to build for yourself. Because your habits are quietly shaping your future every single day. And one important system you need to build is your mental transformation, like your mental faculty. What you consume matters. The people you listen to, the environment you stay in, the content you consume online, all these things affect your becoming. You cannot consistently feed your mind with negativity and expect positive growth. No. Another important system is productivity. Many people are busy, but they're not productive. Being active is not the same as being intentional. Learn to plan your day, prioritize your tasks, and manage your time and avoid distractions. And these things can completely change your life. It's just a small little habit. If you read the Atomic Habit, these simple things that makes good people. It is not something big. It's this small habit. And another system you can build is relationship. They matter. The people around you, they can either accelerate your growth or delay it. Sometimes growth requires changing your environment, building healthy relationships, and surrounding yourself with people who challenge you and inspire you. And me personally, I've learned that passion alone is not enough. There are days that motivation fades. I feel tired. I get discouraged, overwhelmed. But what keeps me going is because I have built a system. I can't stop. And consistency keeps me moving every day and then, even when emotions change. And so discipline is really important and it's very powerful. And these small actions may not look impressive to you daily. But let me tell you, over time, they create transformation. Like I said, every Saturday you meet here, every month. It may look simple, but it's changing somebody. And I want to encourage you, everyone here this evening, listening to me, that do not try to change your whole life overnight. No. Start small. Build one healthy habit. Create one intentional routine. Protect your peace. Protect your focus. And stay consistent. Because your future is being built by the things you repeatedly do today. And I want to leave you with these words. You cannot become who you are meant to be with random habits and inconsistent actions. The future you desire will require systems strong enough to support it. So you want to get scholarship to go and study abroad. Which people are you working with? Who can help you? You need to by now get 1 or 2 people who are scholars, who have gotten scholarships. You need to know 1, 2 schools you want to. So that when you go to the person to help you, the person will now know that you are serious. Have you written your SOP? Have you gone to the school to take your transcript, your English proficiency? You haven't done that, but you want to get scholarship. Have you gotten in touch with your professor for recommendation? These things are all intentional things. You have to be very intentional about your journey. Don't do things anyhow. You have to be intentional. Even God was intentional. He created the sea before the fish. Because if he had created the fish before the sea, where would the fish sleep? He was so intentional about life. And he wasn't intentional about creating us. So please, focus on your focus. Yeah, the Arsenal, they will win the match. PSG, they will win. After that, they are living their purpose. What are you doing? You are watching them living their purpose. We all watch them, but don't give all your life to them because they are living their life. They will account to that. Are you living yours or yours is to watch them? Maybe that's your purpose. You should know what you are meant to do and protect all your peace with all that you have. And let God be the guide in helping you. And let me tell you, just give yourself some few years. If you just take this small habit that you need to build to support your goal, your life will change for the good. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Ms. Edna Frimpong. Wow. So questions are allowed. The first question says, please, I like to know the key difference between a system and random routine. How to build a long-lasting and impactful system that really transforms. How will you do that?
Please, a question again.
So Mubarak Mohammed said he would like to know the difference between a system and random routine. How to build a long-lasting and impactful system that really transforms an individual.
Okay, so I made mention of the fact that system is you building what? A consistent structure or process that support the kind of life you're trying to build. So maybe you want to be a footballer. Okay, let me use this flash. Maybe you want to study abroad. You don't have anyone. You don't have. You know that Charlie. Your escape route as a Lapo babe, somebody who doesn't have enough money or doesn't come from a good home, is through scholarship route, education. So your best bet is on getting leave this country with a fully funded scholarship or PhD or master's. That's something you want to do. That's the plan, so that you're able to enter academia or travel outside. You don't get there by random routines. Oh, sorry, I know why you were watching. Nah, it won't work out like that. God, God is not a fool. He knows. So have you looked for the schools? A day maybe in your routine. Oh, this week I'll look for schools. The following day I'll have to apply for my transcript. I'll have to ask for my certificates. I have to write my SOP. I have to go on LinkedIn and look for past scholars, and ask them a few questions. I have to join these scholarship things and readiness and know what to do. I need to follow the scholarships, LinkedIn people, and follow how their journey was. So every day, it is not one day, but what you are intentional about it. So you have it in your to-do list, and that guides you. So by the end of a month, you have gotten your transcript already. Your certificate are there. So when you're applying, it's not final. The school is asking for transcript. You're going to ask the school. Your life is now going to, because you've waited for the time to come. I've seen people getting scholarship and they don't have passport. You know you want to get scholarship, but you don't have passport. That's something I have to do and put it there. Some of you, some of the scholarship, they are lucky they will pay for that, but it's not a good sign that you're a serious person. So yes, you can wake up and just live your life normal, do everything. But yes, you can program your life. Yes, we have people who are programmed their life before they wake up. Unless they are not going to live the next day, they know what to do for life. Because God is an organized God. He used 7 days to create the world. He knew every day what he's going to do. So don't just live life anyhow, randomly. If you are living with a structure or a system, nobody will call you anytime and say, oh, and I mean to be cool. I have something to do. Just find an excuse for the person because you cannot go. You cannot go for any wedding, any party because and come plan on. There are a lot of things I reject. And come plan on the I'm sick of a short. It's simple as that. Thank you.
Wow. A round of reactions. So I have a question for you, a personal question. You see, it's very brilliant if you are consistent. It's good if you are disciplined. But sometimes we as youth, the Gen Zs, let me term us as this, the Gen Zs, as we are growing, we are so carried away by almost every little thing we see. Social media. I'm not saying social media is bad, but it looks like we are much more of wasting our time on social media, watching videos and reels instead of doing something productive. And I think there's a setting, something that clicks in you that makes you become disciplined. If I'm right, I don't know how I become so consistent. I can't tell. When I try to do it, I can't. My strength can't even comprehend. Please, do you get me? So it looks like
I get you.
Yes, when you tell me that I should be disciplined, I should be consistent, I try being that way, but it looks like
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna support you guys. Support you. We like giving excuses. That's the first thing. Oh, you always want somebody to push you. Nobody will tell you to do something. That's one thing this generation lacks, and our generation lacks. We like excuses. That's the truth. Forget it. We like excuses. Nobody should tell you to. I can't put the spoon in your mouth. You should know where you are. I have a saying: where you are going determines how you run. If you are working with a poor babe, somebody coming from a good home, will you play the same game with him at 5 p.m.? No. You wouldn't play because we all went to secondary school. We know how we have some friends who are not serious in school, but after school, where do you see them again? They're outside the country. Yes, some of them are in good schools, universities. But it will take grace. So when you know all of these things, you stop using this. I'm an Aries, I am a Gen Z. Forget that thing. And we use that thing to justify our foolishness. Let me use that word. And so, because yes, very soon you get the 30 years, 40 years, you will reach there. Yes, you will reach there. You will get to that level. And so you know where you're coming from. You be your motivation. Nobody will motivate you. Because you came to this world. Nobody forced you. You fought with other stems to come. So yes, you better not feel yourself or blame anybody for your failure. There were 2 people they asked them. One was not successful, one was doing so well. Why are you all the same level? They said it's because of their father or so. So it's all about choices. Even God gave us choice. You can reject God. Because salvation is not compulsory. You can choose not to serve God or choose to serve God. So even God gave us choices. He gave us a choice. The time he gave to us, we blame him. He said, Adam said, the woman you gave me. From there, God said, anybody who finds a wife finds a good thing. So it means you can find a bad thing. You get it? So from there, God said, I'll choose for you. You're going to choose yourself. And so nobody will tell you, be disciplined. If you know where you're coming from, your motivation will push you. Because you will not be 20 years forever. It's a time for building. Building everything you need to build. Go and look for where they post teaching on the youth. Oh, you get up. Some people were doing a lot in their 20s. I wish I was investing a lot when I was in my early 20s. I want to be started, but thank God for grace. He gave me speed. And so everything is back on track. But if you're waiting for 30 before you start investing, oh dear, don't be like those people say, oh, we can tomorrow, what if you are living for 100 years? Go back there or no. Like this. That.
Wow, thank you very much. Well, Millicent, someone also asked if protecting your peace sometimes means disappointing people who believe in you. How do you tell the difference between setting a healthy boundary and simply running away from growth?
Oh, it's simple. It is your life. Nobody can force you. Let an event, party, ultimately, honestly, I cannot go. Nobody knows in your secret what is happening. Oh, I have a year to go. Just find something to tell the person. Healthy. If you cannot go, sometimes support with your little money. Support with your counseling, with your advice. You cannot go for the funeral. Pray for the person. Oh, I cannot come. I will do this. It is your life. If they say you are running away from them, and if but you are trying to build, you know what you're looking for in life. So you need to protect your peace, your energy, and your boundary. If it is no will not kill you. Sometimes we fear to say no. And then I say, no, yes. Find something to say. I mean, I have another drive. Oh, honestly, I cannot come. Fine. If you cannot come and your prayer can support, your money can support. If you can, money cannot support, your wishes can support. That's all. Don't go and kill yourself because you want to please someone. You can't please people. And naturally, when you are growing and becoming leader together, you will naturally outgrow people, and it's normal. Let me tell you, your friends, you know them from primary, correct? You still have their numbers. You don't have all of them, their numbers, right? Your numbers will keep changing until you become. You're still becoming. Your numbers will keep changing now until you become. You'll be having some people with numbers on your phone. Hey, how did you get this CEO number on your phone? Yes, it's because you are growing. When you are growing, things normally changes. Some people, they cannot go with you, so they will fall off. And it's normal. When you get to the top, you come and help them. That's how it is. Thank you.
Wow. When you get to the top, you come and help them. This is my take. Thank you very much, Ms. Edna. I'm so glad. Because what you just said it was my burden. It was something that was in my heart. I just didn't know. I was so confused. Even up till now, I'm in my 3rd year, currently in the university, offering one of the engineering courses. I feel like I can do this, I can do that. But when I wake up, I want to be so serious with life. I want to do this. So sometimes I set alarms, I set timelines for myself. I want to do this by this time. But before I realize I'm off. When I look at certain people, how they always talk about you have to be consistent. I have to be disciplined and all that. It's actually it's good if you tell us that, but you see the energy to which we apply these things, it's really hard to get through it. Thank you very much, Ms. Edna. Any more questions? Please, I'm taking mine. When I get to the top, I'll come and help them. And I think Justice Ofori Kwanzaa also, when you get to the top, you come and help them. Yes. Thank you very much. And please, if there are any questions, you can still type them in the chat section so that we answer them. So Ms. Edna, your final words.
Thank you so much. I want you to ask yourself 5 years to come. When I see you, will I run, or when I see you, will you run to hide, or you want to see me and just introduce yourself? What is God proud of you, of all the things that He has given you, the chances He has given you in life? Life is not promised. We don't know what's happening tomorrow. And so make sure if you are living, live purposely. And make sure you die empty. Everything God has purpose in your heart, do it. And don't be worried about life, because God has has given you, anytime God gives you a burden or a purpose, He has given you provision already. So don't be looking for, worried about that. When you start living the life God has planted you to do it, the universe has a way of making things alive for you. That's how life works. Anything, try something, anything you want to do. You, even if it's not God aligned, the thing that is not your will, cry. You just wait. Don't make you start doing a thing with seriousness. The universe has a way of letting things align for you to support you. And so please keep building, keep pushing, keep building whatever you want to do, that business, that project, that school you want to go. Let me tell you, don't think people are not watching. Keep building. The right people, they will find you. They'll always come. And I leave you with Numbers chapter 1 verse 5. It says, and these are the names of the men that shall stand with you. It means that you cannot do life alone. You need help. So anytime you're gonna sleep this night, pray that God should bring the men from north, south, east, west to come support your journey, your growth in this life. Because honestly, you cannot do life alone. It can be difficult. But when you have people God has ordained to support you, it makes the journey so much easier. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A round of reactions for her, please. Well, an insightful, submission. She left us with Numbers chapter 1, verse 5. I think throughout this session, it has been God, 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 God all through. And I think without God, we can't do nothing. And I believe that is the basic thing. Thank you very much, Miss Edna Frimpong, the shoemaker girl. You can do well to, connect with her on LinkedIn. She's on LinkedIn as Edna Frimpong, the shoemaker girl. All right. So if there is no more questions, I would want to say a very big thank you for joining. And we have an upcoming conference termed the 360 Conference. And it is happening live. Oh, okay, sorry. Amako Deborah. So Amako Deborah has questions. In instances where family stands in the line of you becoming, must you cut them off? So Ms. Edna Frimpong, kindly answer this so that we just.
Where family stands in the line of you becoming, must you cut them? The question is not clear.
So in the line of you becoming who you have to be, family starts to, stand in that gap. Do you have to?
Maybe you want to become a doctor, you can't cut the family. You want, and then your family says, Bible says wisdom is profitable to direct. In your dealings, get wisdom. Your father is not paying school fees, you want to cut him off. A little bit of fee. You get it. What's the thing? I had a friend in uni. He was doing PR with us. Right now he was at GH1. But he did his first degree at Lagos, medical science. He was working in the Ghana Standard Authority, health labs. And I asked one, he was so intelligent because he even became a valedictorian for us. And I asked Obed, why again degree? He said, oh, the science there was for my parents too. So I did my parent own for them, and now I'm fulfilling my purpose. I'm doing something I want to do is be a journalist. And he used the PR route, and he's now working. And even I saw how on campus he goes to work, and he goes to work on Monday to Friday, and then Saturday Sunday we go to school, right? And then during school days he went in 10 GH1. He was having a career already. But it seems he wants to have something, he was missing something, that's passion. He will go to GH1 with his friends in 10. And now Obed is on TV, reading news. Like, you see what I am saying? Life, no, fans my motto, right? Oh, brother, so, like, someone was saying that I had 3,000 jobs. Hey, which job will pay 3,000? Cleaning job 3,000. Even though there's a better opportunity, but you start from somewhere to somewhere. Sometimes the cleaning job will be a you one day the boss will ask you, now your cost to pay. Life, it is so mysterious. Life is not straight curve. Maybe one day we'll talk more. But life is not straight curve. It is with a cleaning job you can get that decent job. So don't leave that. Sometimes it is part of your journey. God did not show us at the end of our journey. God did not show us the process of our journey. He only showed us the end. So even prophets, they can't tell you your end. They can only tell you bits and pieces. Oh, you'll be great. You go here, but they can't tell you the process. If God has shown you the process, you will give up. Some of you will not do it. If God has shown Joseph that he will be in prison, he will do here, he will do Yanka, he will go and mess up. He would have slept with Potiphar's wife. He didn't know that all these things were building him. And so sometimes you are under your parents' authority. Do as they say and be free. And that was sometimes they have been there before. They know what is ahead of them. I mean, of course, sometimes it's good to secure something a good job before you come and think about passion. Chale, this time you are leaving, when you have a correct career, doctor, help, blah, 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 secure it. You are growing. You in life, and you will grow. Some people are still now becoming what they want to become in their 30s or 40s. Now that they are married, they're not living with their parents. Now they are doing something that they are okay to do. So some of you are lucky. You have parents who our parents didn't force us. We are living our life, so we can do everything. But some of you have strict parents. They are guiding you. They are doing everything for you. Submit, and your parents don't go and do their part. You also work on yourself. When you're on YouTube, they don't know they're on YouTube. Use your YouTube to build on your passion, what you want to do, build it. Sometimes our parent doesn't like what we are doing, but when they see the money coming, they will allow you to. Some of your parent doesn't want to become a dancer or musician, but if they see the money, they will allow and let you enter. That's how money is all things. They would like to see you, or they want you to continue. So get the certificate, obey your parents, but make sure that in your becoming, you don't leave yourself out of what you always wanted to become. And you can do a lot of things. It is something in business, it's called diversification. When you are growing or upscaling, when you are today, you are selling dresses, right? You're a lady, you are selling dresses on Instagram. Maybe when you're growing, you want to add something to it. So you can want to add jewelries, right? Or necklaces, or you want to add shoes to it. That is what diversification or upscaling. You are adding something to the things that you are selling, so that today, if the dresses are not selling, the shoes will sell. And that's how you also have to do your life, your personal brand, yourself. Build yourself like that. MTN is not only selling chip or credit card. They have beta, they have Momo, they have other things that is making them MTN. You yourself, you can also do that. You don't end up as just a doctor or an engineer. You can build. You can diversify from that engineer. You can be teaching. You can become a lecturer. You can write a book. You have other wings of your. You can write. You can become different things of that thing that you have already done. And that is what you are growing. You are building. You are becoming. Like I said, you need to prune all, bring it all before you enter the grave. Don't take all these things, those giftings, potential, into the graveyard. Because assassin the idea. We don't want assassin to the idea again. We need to make sure we glorify God in all that we have now before God comes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Edna Frimpong. Thank you. So a round of reactions for her. So thank you for that final word. I think as an example, Obi Amponsa is an optometrist and also a comedian. And just like Ms. Edna Frimpong, she's also she's into this Ahunfade, and then she's an author of a book called The Shoemaker Girl. She's also the co-founder of Ahunfade, and then she's recognized as one of that. Look at this diversification.
And then few months, I'm releasing my next book, my second book. And that book is going to help a lot of you because it's about finance, how to buy the Ghana stock market, how to invest in the US stock market, how to invest using you are using MTN Momo. You don't know how to invest. Maybe auto MTN data, but MTN has not given you money before. You can buy stocks from MTN, and every year they will pay you a good amount of money. Don't be receiving MTN hello from them every month. Receive money from there as well. The Momo app you are having, it have a lot of investment opportunities on it. Don't tell me you don't have money. One city can even invest in any of the MTN investment that's on their app. And all these things are in the book that will be launching Square. And I know Abednego will share the book. And if you come, you're going to teach you a whole masterclass on how to invest in the Ghana stock market, how to invest in using Momo to invest in the different investment options Ghanaians have. Don't enter 30 before you start investing. If you're already there, sorry, I'm gonna pamper you. It is not late. God will give you speed, okay? But start early and don't wait to 30 before you start looking for investment opportunity. Ask Abednego. He's a typical example of what we are building. And so I know by next week you will see the publicity. Thank you and God bless you all.
Oh, thank you very much. And I think I should be one of the few people that will read it first. So there's going to be a masterclass for this book, and I believe you would be there. I would also be there. You can't miss it. You can't be at 30 and want to be successful. Please, before that, you need to, get the book. Be ready. Be ready before you reach 30. All right. So, well, again, I'm back to the TCC Conference 2026. It is happening live at the Westin Serene Atlantic Hotel. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. And it's happening on the 4th of July this year. And the Enham members are paying just 250 Ghana cedis, and regular is just 300 cedis. We are going to look at the career development of ourselves, personal development, leadership, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy. And we are not just dressing anyhow to come. Please, we have a t-shirt, well-branded t-shirt. Please. And the t-shirts have diversification of colors. Look at these colors. You can't afford to miss, bro. You can't afford to miss. Do well to purchase one. The link is in the chat section. Do well to join us, and then you will not actually be disappointed. All right. So at this point, I would like us to look at our brand. Hold on. So a round of reactions for us. A round of reactions. Thank you. Thank you. So we have brand presentation tonight. Before we leave, we have brand presentation tonight. And with a round of reactions, we'll invite Williams Pepra to do that for us. A round of reactions, please.
All right. Thank you very much, Mordecai. I've really enjoyed the session, and I would say thank you, Ms. Edna and Engineer Peter Adontin, for the insightful sessions that you've given on to us. Yes, it has always been glad having you on board, and today's one was also amazing. Yes. Please kindly confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see.
Okay, thank you very much. So as part of Negos Hub mission to empower young leaders through training, mentorship, and supportive community, and to create positive impact in the society, our vision stands clear and simple: to empower young people for a thriving future. We want to be strategic with the community we are building, and it's amazing. We have young, talented people who are here, and yes, it's good to also have the people we are actually managing at heart. So the leadership of Negos Hub has actually has unveiled our brand, and I will be guiding us through the brand guidelines that we have for Negos Hub, which was launched this year. So yes, Negos Hub is built around growth, opportunity, and forward thinking. We want to see us all growing from our very young age, moving forward into our professional spaces and our career spaces. We want to see each and everyone like growing and having a lot of opportunities, and also having a forward progress in everything we do. So we want to give our foundations and maintain a clear, consistent, recognized Zabo identity, and make sure that all our brand cut across whatever we do, and it is strategically aligned to what we have at heart as building an inclusive community. So the color palettes for our logo or our brand, we have the deep navy blue. The deep navy blue represents our trust, the structure, and the credibility we have in Negos Hub. Those who have actually joined us from day one till now, you would know our consistency, our timing, the monthly webinars, the insightful topic that we bring on board, the insightful speakers that we bring for them to actually speak to us. We want to ensure you that with this new rebrand that we have, we still have the trust, the structure, and the credibility at heart, and that is being represented by our deep navy blue color, While our electric blue color also introduces our energy, the growth and the forward thinking we have for our community. You know, we have always been growing, yes, from a very few number of members to now over 400 people in our community, and it has been great. You guys have shown up, you guys have been with us and stayed committed to whatever that we are doing. And yes, we like the energy that you are having, and also the growth and the forward thinking that we are having from each and everyone is recognized in our rebrand. And we want to assure you that the electric blue actually strengthens and actually keeps the energy and the growth and the forward thinking we are receiving from you all as a growing community. The white in our logo and our rebrand actually bring the clarity, the simplicity, and the balance, ensuring that our brand maintain a clean and modern appearance across all touch points. So yes, we want everything to be simple, to be clear, and you know that yes, you are working with a brand that you can actually stand and be proud of. We have our primary typeface as our typography as Nexa. It serves as our primary typeface, and it actually demonstrates its modern, clean, and confident appearance. We want to, whoever that is joined to Negos Hub, any of our activities through our skills training programs, to our conferences, through our webinars, and all other programs that we actually do. We want you to appear confident. We want you to appear and join us with that confidence, knowing that you belong to a brand that really stands and build confidence in young people. Our second typography is also Poppins, which is very simple, and it actually complements what we are having in our primary typeface, which is the Nexa. It gives a supporting information, and it is used for all our communications that we do as Negos Hub. So if you see this rebrand, you shouldn't just see it as a way of disturbing, but it is strategically and cautiously selected as in the numerous typefaces that we are having to serve you well. And here we go for the logo. At this very moment, I think we would need some round of reactions to actually celebrate the logo. We have seen our social media platforms, we have seen our WhatsApp platforms that we've changed our logos to this very nice logos. And yes, it is strategically meant for you and I, as a growing community. We would have to celebrate what we have. And yes, being strategic with this and knowing that our growth is in mind, Negos Hub stand a chance of celebrating each and everyone, the resilience we've stayed with us, that this brand, the new rebrand that we have brought, is having you all in focus, our members at heart, and looking forward to serve you all well and having a better future together. As part of our rebrand, these are some of the merchandise items that you'll be seeing from now ongoing. You can visit negoshubs.com/shop, and you'll be able to find some of merchandise items. We will be uploading them over our website very soon, so you can also watch this space. We have the hats, we have the caps, the diaries are here, and the t-shirts are also here. So the lovers of the cap, you should actually be ready. The lovers of the notebooks and the diaries, you should also be ready. And we have our t-shirt also over here. Yes, and for our ladies, yes, we are also having an inclusion for you ladies. So we have your tote bags over here, we have the mug, and we have a bottle. So you can watch this space and timely visit our shop to make sure that you get yourself an artifact or a merchandise for yourself. So it was nice having you and presenting you with the rebrand of Negos Hub. Thank you very much, and enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Williams Prempeh. We are so glad. A round of reactions for him, please. A round of reactions. Wow. So we have our rebranding, smooth and sweet, as you can see. So in case you need any one of these to buy, you visit www.negoshub.com/shop, and you will get one of these to buy. And again, I'm reminding you of the conference. The reason why I am hammering so much on the conference is that you can't miss this, because all that we've spoken about here, if you don't get it, you can visit the YouTube channel, you'll get it. But for in-person connections and meeting these people that have spoken in person, I think you need to be at the conference. You need to represent at the conference. And you can't just come to the conference like that. You need to come with a t-shirt, which is a Negos Hub t-shirt. Yes, and it goes for 65 cedis. It's in 3 colors. All right. Then the conference is happening live at the Western Serene Atlantic Hotel in Takoradi on 4th July this year. 4th July. All right. So we are proudly sponsored by NHub, Negos Hub, and then the NHub Media Academy, NST, and the SKFX. You can also connect with us on www.negoshub.com. And if you need any information, contact us on info@negoshub.com and on our social media handles, Negos Hub. Yes. So thank you very much, and for waiting on us. Okay. So our last words, please. The communication team, if you can hear me, anybody can represent any announcement.
No, Mordecai, you've given all the announcements.
All right, thank you. So with that, Mr. Abednego, would you like to give us a final word? So we go.
Okay, thank you very much, Mordecai. But I think you said it all, yes. And thank you so much to every one of us here this evening. I believe that your time with us was never wasted, right? So kindly reach out to them on LinkedIn if you have maybe, an outstanding question that you would want to ask them personally. I think they shared the link in the chat box. Do well to reach out to them, connect with them on LinkedIn. Let them know that, oh, you joined the session and then you heard them speak and you would love to connect with them. That is how you network, okay? So do well to connect with them on LinkedIn. Edna is on IG, and then IG and X. So do well to connect with all of them. And then don't forget to also register for the 360 conference. It's coming up live and colored. This is the time for you to build strategic networks. Guys, don't miss it. Don't just miss it. Yeah, thank you very much. Mordecai, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Abednego. All right. So without much ado, I would like us to have our final prayer, closing prayer. Emanuela, if you can hear me, kindly take over.
Okay. And we are praying. Father, thank you that today we learned a lot from our speakers. Thank you that we will not forget whatever they've shared with us, and that what they've shared with us, we will put it into practice. And we also thank you that we will meet in person on 4th July for the 360 conference. And we pray that as we are going to go about our own personal activities, that you continue to be with us and you guide us. In Jesus' name, I pray with thanksgiving. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much for joining.